What is happening, fellow Cobras? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a very, very eventful day. We got a trailer for Cobra Kai Season 6. It's about damn time. Hold on one second. Turn off this TV. It's not turning off. Oh well. How we all doing? It's been a day. What'd you guys think of that trailer? Because I got some things I gotta say. For those of you who are subscribed, I just released my trailer breakdown. That's actually what I was working on for a couple hours before I even went live. So be sure to check that out after the stream. Israel, what's up, dude? Bryce Productions, Darth Prodigy, good to see you, CVO. CKW, Finn, DJ Club Rules, how we all doing? I got to be honest about that trailer. I was very emotional. I was very nervous leading up to it. But after seeing it, it was dang near perfect because I love how, and I kind of expected this. I love how they incorporated old footage that we had seen from the previous 7 installments of the show, and it was great because it split the trailer in half from stuff we've already seen to new stuff without giving a whole lot away, which was I couldn't have asked for more because it's tough when you're doing like a trailer and try even like for like one of the middle seasons. It's tough to figure out what to leave in there, what not. But I think they did a great job, and I have a feeling they left a lot out of that trailer. I don't think there was a ton that was even revealed, which is great because it's gonna mean there's so many twists, turns, and surprises. Um, and I think we're really in for a treat. And I know there's been some screeners that's been going out lately. I haven't seen part 3. I'm waiting to release. I'm waiting to watch it with a few of my boys. Um, and plus, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I've watched the last 3 installments of the show early, so seasons 5, part 1, and part 2 early, and I'm gonna be honest. It kind of ruined the build up to the actual release for me because I had already seen everything. So like, I didn't really feel like I was having a ton of fun because everyone else hadn't seen it, but I had. So it kind of don't get me wrong, it was awesome to see things earlier than everyone else, but I really kind of wish I didn't because this is what Cobra Kai and just waiting for a new season. This is what it's all about, is the excitement and not knowing and then finding out when everyone else does. So it was kind of tough, but I'm glad that I'm sticking to my guns for this last part. Definitely. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna talk a little bit about the trailer. There's a few things that I do want to talk about on stream in depth and that I definitely talked about in my breakdown. You'll get my full thoughts on there, but I'll try to do the same on the stream. Um, Trailer was awesome. Finally used the best round. Yes. And just because they used it in the trailer does not mean they should not use it in the show. Use it in the show. Use it in the show. Cobra Kai Tag. What's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you, Jedi Joy. Yeah, it was great, man. Absolutely. It's going to be a fun stream. Good question, Finn. I am not. As tempting as it is, I already got plans. Myself, RJ, and Evan from the KOPC, we're going up to New York to visit our good friend Gian, and we're gonna watch this final installment together. The show brought us together during season 3, season 4 era, and it's the reason we're all friends. So we thought it was only right to watch this last part together. So that's my plans. I would love to go to the premiere. I do have the time off work already, but I've decided, the friends I've made along the way are more important than the premiere. So that's my plans. That they're using the classic red mats. Yeah, I think that's the reason why I think that's the reason why Gunther kicks Daryl, because I have no idea what other reason why he's doing that. Yeah, he's got a good point. I will say, don't get me wrong, it's tempting to watch it early. It is very tempting, and he could get the screeners too, I'm sure. But yeah, it's so that's why I've been so adamant about waiting, because it also, I feel like it devalues some of the content that I was able to make before, like my previous trailer breakdowns. A lot of that stuff, for some of them, I knew, like for part 2 at least, I knew what was going to happen, so I had to kind of play dumb, but I think I still did a decent job. But it's still, it takes the fun out of creating content, because the best part about doing YouTube and stuff is when you don't know what's happening. So that would be great, man. I don't know if we're gonna see Mike Barnes again though. I don't know if we will. Yeah, that's like the highlight of the trailer for a lot of people. Yeah, kick some ass, Robbie. Let's go. Oh, I was hyped. Thanks for the $4.99, John. NASA Canes fan. I think Bobby, Daniel, and Johnny are going to talk. Yes. So what I think is going to happen there is, I think there's going to be, that's going to be like Johnny's. It's going to be at least at like a bachelor party for Johnny and Carmen's wedding, or at the wedding, because you better believe that Bobby's going to not only be there, but he's going to officiate it. Daniel's probably going to be a best man or a groomsman there. So they're definitely going to have a conversation, 100%. It's got to happen, especially now that we know Bobby's back in the show, like he's in part 3. It's got to happen. If we didn't see that reveal that Bobby's back, then I would be like 50-50 on it. I would love to see it, but I wouldn't know. But the fact that Bobby is in it, that just makes me certain that they're going to have a conversation. What do you mean by that, Jesse? You think they're trying to lure us away from the main character? You talking about Johnny? No, Cobra Kai Underground. Good question. I am not in part 3. However, I do know some details about part 3, because I did like a little press tour interview thing on set for one of the final episodes. I think it was episode 15, actually. Um, so I do know some things about part 3, but I don't know the whole context. Yo, Noah, what's up, my brother? Good to see you, my man. Yep, we all reacted to the trailer this morning on the Chosen Ones channel. You should go check it out. It was a lot of fun. Um, you know us at the Kings of Pop Culture. We have some of the funniest and best trailer reactions, and we did it one last time for the show. So go check it out if you haven't seen it already. It was a lot of fun. One last time. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was something stupid, the color of the mats, and we all know how Daryl is with the mats, and George, the other guy, the Asian guy on the committee, he's very strict about tradition. So I think he was like really pushing it, and I think Gunther's on his side, and it clearly worked because they're back to the red mats for this. I'm not sure. Sometime next week, obviously, but next week is when the show comes out, so I'm not really sure. Um, it's going to be. I've heard February 11th. That's a date that I've seen float around, but I'm not really sure. So I really don't know, because I don't have the embargo date, because I didn't get the screeners this time, or haven't gotten them yet. But ooh, good question, DJ. I think it's a little too. I don't think it would fit if Hector comes back. Julie, still a small possibility for a small cameo, but that's it. I'm starting to feel like less and less like Julie will appear because it's not really from a narrative story perspective because I think she could help with the Miyagi mystery part of it, but we had to look at it as Cobra Kai. Netflix does not give Cobra Kai that big of a budget. Let's be real. They don't care that much about Cobra Kai. Let's be real. And Hilary Swank is a two-time Grammy-winning actress. She's going to be expensive even for a cameo or small role. And with her caliber, she probably is not a fan of only having a cameo role. So that might even be a reason for her to charge more for her appearance. So I don't if you were to make me choose, I would say Julie's not in at all, I would say. But it's possible still for a cameo appearance. But I wouldn't hold my breath for it. Love the beard and hair. Thanks. Thanks, dude. Yeah. I'm trying to grow it out again. For those of you may have saw, I really let the mane grow out. I had the curls and everything. I think I'm gonna bring that back again. Appreciate it. They gotta play back in the game again. And Johnny's coming out. Ooh, that would go hard, Finn. I'm not gonna lie. That would be pretty dope. I could see them playing a different song, but I would not complain if that's what they go with. I think it's got to be Daniel, and mostly because Bobby's going to officiate. Who else would officiate the wedding? I mean, he's not a priest, but he's a pastor. Pastors officiate weddings too, so I would say Bobby's definitely going to. And Daniel's going to be the best man. He's going to have Chosen up there, probably the rest of his Cobras, or actually, the only really Cobra left is Jimmy. Jimmy will probably be up there. I don't know who else. Well, Johnny might even have Robbie and Miguel up there as well. I've heard some rumors about that. If that is the case and they do fight, I don't want Johnny to use the crane kick. It just seems way too fairy tale ish. I see where you're going with it, but it seems a little too fairy tale esque. And I don't like that because it's it shows that Johnny can't win unless he's using something from Daniel. I don't like that, in my opinion. If I want Johnny to win a fight like that against Wolf, if that happens, I want it to be something in his own repertoire that he's able to use. I'm doing good, Dominic. I'm doing really good. Just got to get through this week, man, and then we're pretty much there. Like I said, I got half a work week left next week, and a nice long holiday weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. Technically, it wasn't a suit. It was a T-shirt in the form of a tuxedo, but I see what you mean. It definitely teases that. Well, it's interesting to note that they showed Johnny's Cobra Kai logo, not Kreese's, not Silver's. That was Johnny's logo because Kreese's current logo is the Korean Cobra Kai. Terry Silver's is red. The yellow one right now belongs to Johnny. So it's interesting, and it wasn't just like a logo, like a graphic. It was stitched on someone's back and it was moving like someone was walking. So someone in the show is wearing that gi with Johnny's Cobra Kai logo on it again. So it's coming back. And plus the teases with Miguel and Johnny in the same strip mall. The writing's on the wall. They're leaving the breadcrumbs for us. And plus with Stingray telling Johnny that he's Cobra Kai, he's not Miyagi-Do in part 1, episode 1. They've been teasing it for a little while and it's been right there in front of our faces. I've heard the part 3 episodes actually have been minimum 40 to 50 minutes. That's what I've heard. That's how long they are. It really was. It was one of the best. I still would rank season 4's as the best, but I would put it on the same level as season 3's for sure. But it was a damn good trailer. Yeah, it was good to see Shannon there as well. And yeah, John, I actually made a post about this. Yeah, Ron, I noticed that too. Ron, he was the chairman or the president of the All Valley Committee Board, and he wasn't there, which is interesting. But because if you go back and remember to the season 4's All Valley, they said that they were going to vote him off the committee, so they might have voted him off the committee. I'm sure it'll be explained at some point in part 3 because it's obvious because he's one of the main guys. I would say it's him, it's Ron, Daryl, George, who's the Asian guy, and I forget what the woman's name is. Sue. They're like the main people. So, and Ron was like the head. So it's going to be a noticeable absence. I'm sure there will. There's going to be plenty more posts. I mean, we got the poster, we got the trailer, we got our first clip. I'm sure there'll be another clip or two. Even though it was leaked, we'll probably get the first 8 minutes of part 3, like they usually do. Um, like I said, even though it's been leaked, I don't know how the hell that happened, but it's out there if you want to watch it. Um, the Zach and Leo will definitely release one of one of the songs for part 3 early, like they usually do. Because for I'm trying to remember. I'm testing my memory right now. For season 4, it was It's Karate Time. Season 5, it was Once Upon a Time in the Valley. That was released early. Part 1, it was Heart of the Cobra. And then for part 2, it was Enter the Sekai Tekai. So there's going to be like a single released for early before part 3 comes out that Zach and Leo will do. So that's another little marketing piece. Though I would like for them to do character posters, but I don't know if they will. I'd like for them to update the Netflix profile icons, but they probably won't. I should have been a part of the promotion for this show. I would have done it justice, I think. But what do I know? Ooh, Cobra Kai World says Hector will return. Trust the process. Oh man, I don't know, man. Maybe. I feel like it'll be a little bit too villain cramped. I don't know. See, I'm at the point where I never cared about Julie Pierce or the next Karate Kid. I know it's canon. I know a lot of people make it seem like she has to return. But me personally, I don't care. If she returns, great. If not, I don't care. The show's not about her. Yeah, I'm really wondering the future's gonna hold for Kreese because they went back to South Korea and they like is Master Kim gonna be pissed off at Kreese? Is he gonna not care about Kwan's death? Like I got so many questions, and that's what I love about this trailer. It didn't reveal hardly anything that we didn't already know. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff we didn't know, but yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, Wayne, I'm curious to see how they're going to explain what brought them to California. Is it Terry Silver? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna work. or how they're going to explain that. I think the Daniel and Johnny fights are like hand-to-hand fights are done. I think we won't see any more of those. That was settled in season 4. Dead even. Neither one is better than the other, and I think that was done brilliantly. There's no need for them to fight. I really just think it's going to be the semifinals. And then it looks like there's going to be some weapons demonstration as well, because we see Zara flinging around some nunchucks. Yeah, that's actually interesting you say that, Rizwan, because I saw uh, part 2 early, of course, and when I heard Enter the Sekai Tekai, I'm like, it's got very familiar beats that are sprinkled in, like, at the end of part 1 and a little bit in part 2, but that song, like, as a whole, was not in part 2 at all. It's interesting. It's a banger of a song, but it was not in the show. I think they'll name the baby after Laura, after Johnny's mom. Hey, what's up, Cobra Kai Zone? Good to see you, man. Sam better not win, or I'll crash out. I don't think you have to worry about that. I don't see Sam winning because whoever wins that fight will have to face Zara um, in the final. And Zara and Sam have literally no rivalry, no beef. So it doesn't really make sense for Sam to fight in the final. So I don't think she will. Yes, I agree, Garrett. Yes, well said, man. Thanks for popping in, dude. Thank you for the $9.99, John. Thanks again, man. Hector may be running gambling on the turn. Ooh, I don't know, man. I feel like there would have been, because with this show, like for Johnny's Cobra Kai coming back again, they laid the foundation. They like gave us little teases along the way. We haven't gotten anything when it comes to Hector at all. It would be so out of the blue. I really don't think he's back. I will be very, very surprised. Oh god. What's up, Zach? Cody, my boy, you know what scene I want. Yes, I do. I think many fans would want that scene. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but I think a lot of fans want that scene too, Zach. Thanks for popping in, my bro. Number one. Or number one, always. I'm always number one. I mean, the creators definitely talked about spin-offs are not officially in the works, but they're like in the works, like in their minds, and like I'm sure they're working on it and just getting some things in motion before they officially go to Netflix with the ideas, but nothing officially announced yet. But I think there will be probably. I don't necessarily, it depends on the idea. I don't think there needs to be right now, but they could cook up an idea that I'm like, "Oh, that's a great idea." Yeah, exactly. They're not like enemies, but they're not definitely not friends either. So it would be unfulfilling if Sam fights Zara for sure. 100%, 100% Wayne. I don't think there will be. I think Terry Silver won't be redeemed. They gave him colors and a little bit of a sad backstory, but I think he's past the point of no return. You know what, dude? You know what I think? I think you need to stop making this comment on everybody's live stream. Jeez, I'm crow. I can't go on anyone's live stream or my own live stream without this dude saying the same damn thing every time. Good grief, man. Ah, and they're never going to do that. So stop commenting it. Yeah, exactly, Bulls. I don't see it happening. I don't. I think the time for her to come back has passed. I was saying like see part 2 at the latest. I think we're done with her. Yeah, that was actually pretty dark. That them actually showing the coffin slash casket being lit on fire with all them watching. That's pretty crazy, actually. Now that would be cool. I'd like to see. I would because I would like to see a Sam and Zara fight, but for a fight for all the marbles, I don't think Sam and Zara would be fulfilling. I wish they did some different things with Sam's character. I don't think she's been done that justice, but I won't officially complain yet until part 3 is out. So we'll see. RJ, my boy, good to see you, brother. I'll be seeing that fool next week as we'll be shedding some tears together. Oh yeah, I know. I see him say I see him say it all the time. It's like, dude, it's not gonna happen. What? There's really nothing so wrong with it. And the thing is, he also would always comment how they needed Bobby Brown to be back. Bobby Brown's back, man. You're getting your wish. So dial it back a little bit. My gosh. What's up, Dark Knight? Thanks for coming in, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's going to be very interesting. Because if you look at the point totals, I remember making it's my video on when Johnny's Cobra Kai was originally teased in the date announcement. I went back and I looked at the point totals. Miyagi-Do, that dojo is so far behind in point totals. And with the way things were going with Axel, Robbie's fight with Axel, he was getting obliterated. So I don't know how Miyagi-Do can come back and win this realistically. I don't see it happening because Robbie's seemingly he was getting destroyed by Axel, and then Sam would have to fight. And like Cobra Kai already has a spot guaranteed in the finals, and Iron Dragons is already in the lead by a ton, and Axel will probably go to the finals, and Zara's already in the finals, so they need to play some real catch up. And the reason why I think that another reason why Johnny's Cobra Kai will come in is because I think they're going to need to don the Cobra Kai name to have any chance because Cobra Kai is at least semi closer. They're still behind the Iron Dragons, but not by much. They're down. They're like Miyagi-Do is like 50 points less than Cobra Kai is, and Cobra Kai's got a spot in the final with Quan, even though he's dead. So like they're going to need to fill that spot, and so it makes perfect sense. It's 50-50 at this point, man. I don't even know. I have no idea. Yeah, exactly. Like Gunther is usually a very tame dude unless he provoked badly, like with the guy from Tiger Strike. He's usually a very calm guy. It better not be over something stupid over that Matt stuff, but it probably will be. What's up, Danny? Good to see you, man. This is what's great about this trailer. Again, there's so much that was left unknown. So much. It's crazy. I couldn't even begin to guess. I don't think so. I just don't think there's enough time for like some of these characters. If they can be used to help conclude the story, then yes, they'll come back. Like a Bobby Brown, who's going to probably help out with the wedding. He's going to serve a purpose. Bringing characters back just for the sake of bringing them back, I just don't think it's necessary, or they're going to, because it's just going to eat up more time that's going to be needed to close out everyone else's stories. I have not watched part 3. I'm waiting till release, Kid Ron, man. Yeah, we got the Sam is the goat train going from my boys. Good to see you, man. Well, you also remember this, 80s man. Terry Silver is also dying. It was revealed by the man himself, Thomas Ian Griffith. I don't know if he was supposed to reveal that, but he revealed it nonetheless. He is dying of some type of illness. So I could see Terry dying over Crease at this point. So I've thought a lot about this, Caden. Very good question, by the way. I'm going to probably take a little bit of a hiatus, at least from YouTube. I thought about social media altogether, but probably not all of social media. Definitely YouTube. I've been getting a little bit burnt out and like creator fatigue. Still love making videos, but I've just been feeling a little burnt out. But I do want to bring this to the finish line and continue covering as much as I can until we finally get to part 3 and shortly after. But after that, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a uh, YouTube detox. Or creator detox. I'm going to take a little bit of time off, and then I'll probably cover Karate Kid Legends as well, and whatever Miyagi-verse stuff comes up on this channel. But I am definitely going to be prioritizing other avenues because Cobra Kai will be done, and once the movie's out, that Karate Kid Legends is out, there's really not much else until the spinoffs, and we don't even have an announcement on any of that yet. So Strike First Media will still be here. I'll still probably post fun videos and stuff in my free time and just random stuff I think of, but it'll be less frequent because there just won't be any new content to talk about for a while. So I'm definitely going to be prioritizing other avenues, i.e., Spider-Man channel, the Peter and Miles podcast with my buddy RJ that you can check out. We got some stuff in the pipeline that we're brewing over there, and I have another creative avenue I am going to be taking. I'm not ready to reveal it yet, but I will in due time. So that's my plans after Cobra Kai comes out. Strike First Media will still, of course, exist. It just won't be being utilized as much, but I will still be here after my much needed break because I've been creating content for 4 years, going on 4 years now, consistently, like every week, sometimes every day, making videos, and it gets tiring. I love it. Don't get me wrong; it's a passion of mine, but I'm ready for a much needed break. It's very bittersweet. Hey Brady, man, I loved the trailer. Loved it. It was as good as you can get for a final when it comes to a final trailer for a show of this magnitude, for sure. I think Terry's gonna meet his end, for sure. What I think, also a lot of people, think a lot of people are not really. They want Cobra Kai to die. Here's why, like they don't want Johnny's Cobra Kai to come back. They want the dojo gone. Here's the problem with that. If you have the dojo gone again, that just makes it still possible, not very possible, but still possible for someone else down the line to open it up and make it bad again, like Terry and Silver. But if you have Cobra Kai win the tournament with Johnny's Cobra Kai at the helm, winning it, then that means it's setting up Cobra Kai to be in this light of Johnny's ways forever. And that way, the Cobra Kai cannot be tainted again because it'll be Johnny's brand. Even after he's gone, he'll have passed it down and it'll be known by his teachings. It won't be tainted. It can't be reopened because it'll always be open under his philosophy. So that's why I think, and plus the show's Cobra Kai, it would, like years ago, if you would have asked me, I would say, yeah, Cobra Kai, it would make sense if they got rid of Cobra Kai forever, but it just makes it still possible for it to come back. If you set them up to win under Johnny's Cobra Kai, which is the right way of the fist, then I think you're setting it up for success and this won't repeat itself. It won't happen again. Don't even get me started, Christian, man. I've seen that way too many times the past year. Exactly. I think he's um it'll be dark, but not killing kids anymore dark. That was not the darkest, but I still think it'll be fairly dark. It won't go that level. Absolutely. Anything Miyagi-verse related, I will cover. Yes. Sam and Tori, Rocky 3 reference. Definitely possible. But who's Rocky and who's Apollo? We don't know yet. Yeah, because it's why would they be fighting? That's clearly after their fight because they wouldn't be fighting each other behind closed doors before their actual semifinal match. It would be stupid. It's to train whoever's going up against Zara, which is most likely Tori. Um maybe if he has multiple locations, I could see him giving Mike Barnes a spot. But I don't know what's going on with his furniture store and just it seems like he's back doing his type of um furniture building. I don't know what you call that, but um I don't know. I will see Johnny probably will need some help with his dojos. Exactly, Brady. Exactly. And yeah, like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be here in the space and I'll do my best to keep you guys updated on where I'm going and where you can find my new ventures and stuff. Probably put all my channels right on my homepage on Strike First Media. And you can even if you're still unsure, you can always shoot me a DM. Most of the time, if you're a halfway decent person, I'll respond to you. There's very little people I won't respond to. If you are genuine and seem like a decent person, I'll respond to you. I really don't think they have that much more to resolve because they seem fine. It's just Sam disagreed with her decision to go back to Crease, but other than that, I think they're pretty much they can still have a friendship. So that was episode 12. He directed episode 12. Do you think Sam is dropping out? I think it's possible, also because I said this before earlier on in the stream, Danny. If you go back and look at the scores, Miyagi-Do literally has hardly any chance of coming back. They are so far behind because it's not just about who wins the fights; it's about the collective point totals. And I don't think Sam's gonna. If she were to drop out, if she's dropping out, it wouldn't be because she's weak or they're making her weak. I think it's to put everyone in the best possible situation to defeat Terry Silver, because Sam's not Cobra Kai, she's in Miyagi-Do. Tori's in Cobra Kai, and the Cobra Kai dojo is going to put them in the best position to take down the Iron Dragons. So that's why if she does drop out, that's going to be the reason why. It's not because she doesn't think she could win or because she's weak. It's because it puts them in the best possible situation to win by having Tori go on. What's up, Simply Cobra? Good to see you, bro. Honestly, before Silver lost his mind, he was a better. Absolutely. He's always been a better sensei than Kreese. Even after he lost his mind in the show, he's been a better sensei. 100%. Like season 5, Silver, still one of the best senseis in the show. No, Salt Prime, I do not think. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yes, that was one of my favorite John Kreese scenes. Was when he pretty much told Silver, "Let her do what she wants." That was one of the Kreese's best scenes, and also the callback to the flashback he had to choking out Johnny. Beautiful. I did hear about that. I'll probably check it out. I don't think I'll cover it on the channel, but I'll probably check it out just because I'm curious myself. It depends for what reason. I don't think they'll just do it like fight to fight. I'm just curious what what purpose it'll serve. So it's the Peter and Miles podcast. If you go on just my channel homepage and scroll down a little bit, should see a link to it. It's a Spider-Man podcast. If you didn't know, Peter Parker and Miles Morales. It's me and my buddy RJ. We talk about everything Spider-Man, comics, films, TV shows, games, all that type of stuff. Saying it again, it's going to be Laura. I think it's going to be Laura or Danielle. Yeah, exactly, Danny. Like that works for the narrative of the story, but it doesn't leave Sam with much. That's why I wish they would have written Sam differently, because it makes sense because she wants closure. This will help her bring closure that she doesn't have to fight. But she's kind of not left with a lot. So I agree. It kind of leaves her with like scraps. She doesn't really have much. But I don't know. I'm hoping that the big three have got something in their back pocket that no one even knows a whiff about. That's gonna be great for her. But I mean, I can see why it would be worrisome. I said this earlier, Serpent Edits. I'm of the same opinion. I've never been really partial to Julie's character. I don't like her. I don't dislike her. But if she shows up, great. I just don't see where she would fit in, and it's the logical sense too. 2-time Grammy winning actress. She's the odds of her coming back for a one scene cameo appearance, not likely. And if she's going to do it, she's going to make it worth her time and get a big fat bag. And Netflix does not give Cobra Kai the budget it needs. So, final scene of the show. That's like another impossible type of question. Because I have zero idea. I don't know. Probably go for another 15-ish minutes, guys. I mean, if they can do it well, and if they were actually able to get her on board and pay her what she wants, then I'm all for it. I'm not against it. I don't care about her character that much. I know she's a legacy character, so fans want her to return. But if it's not in the cards, it's not in the cards. I ain't losing sleep over it. It's not like a Terry Silver return or a Mike Barnes where like I really, really need and want to see them. Get your last minute questions in, guys. I would like to do maybe I'll try and do another live stream before part 3 comes out, but like I said, I don't know because I'm driving to New York, Boston to New York, and it's like a 4-hour drive. So I'm leaving at like 5-ish, so I won't get to New York until like 9 o'clock. I don't know. I'll try, but no promises. You reckon we see Master Kim fight? I don't know. The Johnny and Silver Part 2 fight was, I think it was just to show that Johnny was right. Silver got the cheap shot on Johnny and that Johnny can kick Silver's ass. I could see it happening, but I'm hoping it doesn't. Because I feel like that's a little too on the nose. But we did see him like completely abusing the heck out of Axel. So I don't know. That would be cool, but I feel like it would just create more rivalry and friction. I kind of hope so. I actually don't think that Master Kim is 150. I think he's only right around 100 years old, like Mr. Miyagi. I think he's right around the same age as Mr. Miyagi. So that would mean he's only like in his mid to late 90s. He's not, I do not think he's 100 years old. But nonetheless, 90 years old is still old as crap. So you're going to get your bones turned to dust from just one kick. It is like someone must have really pushed this. Like, it's got to be Silver, right? I think it's got to be Silver. Who else? I feel like most of the people are going to be like, I don't really care to have this tournament continue. But I think Silver's going to push it. Good question. Which poster? As much as I absolutely adore the Part 3 poster. I still like the Part 2 poster better. Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to say this now. Whatever you decide to cover on the Strict Media channel, I appreciate it, Kidron, man. I try my best. I've said this story multiple times on live streams and stuff. Creating this channel was literally just an experiment. I created it because I was bugging my family so much talking about this show even multiple months, 4 or 5 months after season 3 came out, and they were like, "Okay, can you shut up about this damn TV show now? It's been out for 5 months." Like, so I was like, "No, I don't. I want to keep talking about it." So I created this. I'd watched a lot of content on it, and I was like, "I'm gonna give it a try." And lo and behold, here I am, 4 years later, with 40,000 plus K and 59 badasses in this stream right now. Who would have thought? And to meet the people that I've met, do the things that I've done, never would have thought it. Freaking awesome, man. So I appreciate all you guys. For the show, it makes sense in a realistic sense. I can see why people are like, it's kind of dumb, but we still don't know what sparks it. Great question. He freaking better. Amanda, or at least Amanda, better me mention Sam. What I don't want is for Daniel to completely like. I don't want it to seem like Daniel has no family or doesn't even know Johnny. I fear that that's what they're going to do, but they better mention or at least like hint at them, or Daniel say, "Yeah, I had to leave my wife and kids at home for this." Like something. Please give us something. Don't just brush off the Cobra Kai series like nothing's happened. And I'm hoping that Ralph knows better to do that. Not a bad pick, man. Not a bad pick. Me and you both, my man. Me and you both. It is, but like this is a global tournament, and of every single big name city around the world, why LA? Why LA? Like there's so many other so many. What led them to that decision? I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, she definitely will be. I mean, Legends, I believe, takes place 3 years after the events of Cobra Kai. I think that's what an article or some synopsis says. But yeah, 3 years after, so she'll be like a sophomore or junior. Be very interesting how they take it. Heck, you know what would be actually kind of cool is if they. So 3 years from now, Anthony will be 17. Imagine like we get a something from Daniel mentioning like, "Oh, Anthony, yeah, my son just won his first karate tournament," meaning like he's like teasing like, "Oh, Anthony won an All Valley." That would be freaking sick. As much as I don't like Anthony, even I would think that's pretty cool. That is true. That is true, but we'll see. I just hope. I don't either because also like if you look at the houses, the Mr. Miyagi's houses, I get that they're two different sets, so they're going to be different, but they look so completely different. Like it's not good. Or it's good. I like the house in Karate Kid Legends better than the one in Cobra Kai, but it's a little too different. It looks way too different. Yes, you're right. Yeah, Ralph said that. It wasn't in something I read. I remember, yeah, Ralph said that. You are right. I know I saw it somewhere and I'm not tripping. Sekai Taikai, if he wins a Sekai Taikai, that's just taking it too far. All Valley, okay, I can get behind that. Fine. But no freaking Sekai Taikai. Anthony will never be that good. Yeah, I'm very I'm cautiously optimistic about the movie. I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. But a little hesitant, but no, Jaden Smith, he ain't being in Karate Kid Legends, especially after wearing that freaking house on his head at the Grammys. He ain't going in that. No freaking way. Thank you for the reminder, Eliza. Let me hold on. Come on.
Find what you'll.
All right, Eliza, thank you for the reminder. Let's not talk about spoilers, guys. Eliza, I made you a moderator so you can feel free to time out people who are talking spoilers. Just give them a reminder to not talk about spoilers because we want to honor the Big Three's vision and the rest of the actors. We don't want to talk about spoilers. I don't know if you know this, Scotty, but his daughter. Yeah, man, just shoot me a message. I do get a lot sometimes, so it's hard to keep track, but just keep trying my messaging me on Instagram, and I'll do my best to get back to you, dude. Of course, I love engaging with you guys for sure. Who's gonna take exactly what Israel said? Spoilers do not exist. Cobra Kai may never die, but spoilers do not exist. See, I would like that as well. I would like for Mr. Han to mention Dre. Because if I'm gonna want Daniel to mention people from his movies and or his show, then I would want the same for Mr. Han too. That would be sick, but I don't know if that's gonna happen ever again. I know, right, dude? Like it hasn't hit me yet. I think it'll only hit me the night I probably after the final end snake. You know, and like a snake, Cobra Kai snake in Chrome pops up after every episode. That's probably when it's gonna hit me. It's not gonna hit me in the moment while watching because I'll be locked in, but it's gonna be sad, man. It's gonna be really sad. Many tears are going to be shed. I can tell you what. Me, RJ, Evan, and Gian are gonna be like blubbering babies when we watch this. It's gonna be crazy. No spoilers. I said it before. No spoilers. I don't think so. I don't. I wish, but it would be cool. But I don't think that's in their game plan for it. But all right, guys, I think I'm gonna chalk it up there. Thank you all for joining. Be sure, like I said, check out my trailer breakdown. I'll actually put it in the chat right quick, just for easy access. Check out the trailer breakdown if you have not already. And yeah, there's going to be plenty more videos until the release and even after release for quite a while. But thank you guys all so much for joining. Love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.